Clan War League. What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we're going to be talking about some of our best attacks from this week's Clan War League. Now, things did not go our way here in Madarim. The war is not over, but I'm highlighting early because we can't get promoted. So I wanted to get this video out because about this time, it seems I get a ton of questions in the comments of how my clan did, and we'll probably finish about second, third, maybe fourth if this war doesn't go too well. So pretty below average performance from us. We lost 2 wars. We had a lot of sloppy mistakes. This last war against the top clan is actually going decent. We've had some triples, but what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be highlighting some of our best attacks of the week. We did fall short, but that's okay. We'll still highlight some of the best attacks, some of the best triples, and we'll talk about it moving forward. So that's the plan, guys. Short, simple, straight to the point. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any future uploads. And also, guys, don't forget to use creator code BASH, hashtag Supercell partner, and all that kind of great stuff. And also, leave a like on the video for me. If you want to comment today's comment keyword of the day, let's just go with CWL. It'll be short, sweet, and simple, straight to the point. Let's go with that for the comment word of the day. So we're going to hop into it. We're going to show off some highlights, but I want to let you guys know, I get a lot of these questions too. We're looking for new 13s. We're trying to shake things up a little bit. We're going to have to bring in some new people. If you're like a max 13 or a near max 13 who's an experienced war player who's looking to help us improve, come apply to Madarim. We're set to invite only. You can apply right in game. You'll get an instant response, accept, decline, or you can apply on our Discord. So let me go ahead. Let's pull up this first replay and let's talk about it. So one of our issues that we tend to have in Madarim is we get really one-dimensional. We don't look at bases other ways, and we kind of just go for the safe 2 stars. And since this was the last war and we were already out of it because the #1 clan was so far ahead of everyone, I was like, I'm going with an Electron LaLo. This base is calling for it. Like, I got huge Electron value over here. The heroes aren't over here. We got the sweeper pushing back, but really I can get a lot of these defenses down with the Electron, and then I can hero dive in here and take out a lot of this base before I even start the LaLo. So this was my best attack of the week. I definitely had to showcase this for you guys. So I went in with the Electron right here. We're gonna have that blimp go in. I freeze the sweeper so it can get in nice and far there. The balloons kind of come out awkwardly, but I do eventually get them cloned up, and then we get a lot of value. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw in 1 balloon to test the clan castle. I want to see if it's like a dragon clan castle or witch clan castle, but if nothing comes out, that means it's either like 3 ice golems or ice golem lava hound, and that means I don't have to deal with the clan castle. So that's what I'll eventually do. You see everything just working up there, getting value, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the heroes and dive out everything else. Now what I did was I brought 3 ice golems, because if I did have to dive out the clan castle, I was going to really just dive in towards the heroes. But since I didn't have to, I actually, at this point, since I didn't get both the air defenses, I would have probably still stuck with my plan and went with the heroes up top here. So we put the 1 balloon in, nothing comes out. That tells me that it's like an ice golem, triple ice golem lava hound clan castle. Something that's not going to affect my balloons. So I'm going to start this ice golem in here. I'm going to start that ice golem in over there, and it's just going to tank for my heroes. Now I'm going to run in and try to get as much of this out with the Royal Champion. I'm going to try to get to this air defense with these heroes with my King and Queen, and then that'll allow me to just have the back end of the base for my LaLo, and this went really, really clean here, guys. So like I said, King and Queen's going to work through there. The Royal Champion's going to come in through here, and Royal Champion getting that sweeper down really helped out a lot. It gets both sweepers down. As you'll see, the ability is going to pop here shortly, and both sweepers are going to go down. So that was a huge help. So right there, Royal Champion ability goes down. I'm going to go ahead and start my LaLo. I'm going to throw a few balloons over here on that ground bow. I did put the Hound over there just to make sure there's no seeking air mines or red air bombs or anything for my balloons. And then I'm just going to send in a ton of balloons here and get working towards the base. So the ice golem pops there. I'm going to go ahead and haste our balloons in through here. We're going to freeze up both those scatters, freeze up the town hall, and get everything working towards the middle. I did need to get that cannon down, so I put a few balloons on there. Then we're going to hit the warden ability right here on the town hall. Now notice the clan castle does get pulled from the queen and royal, or the queen, not the royal champion. Our queen pulls out the enemy clan castle. But that's okay, not a big deal. I still have plenty of balloons up. Even with the enemy queen up, is not a big deal. We have so many balloons up and not so many defenses. I didn't even realize I had this haste until like the raid was essentially over. And this was, like I said, my best attack of the week, the Electron LaLo. I had to show it off for you guys. We're going to be checking out some hybrids. We're going to be checking out some Yeti attacks, showing you guys kind of what we're using in Madram. And really, we're looking to grow and learn. But really crushed that one. I was really proud of myself, so I had to show that off. But let's go ahead and check out this awesome hybrid from Hendo. All right, so this was a really close hybrid from Hendo. If you guys were watching stream the other night, you might have saw this one. So if you don't know what hybrid is, it's a queen walk with a hog and miner attack. So he's gonna blimp out the town hall here, throwing in that rage. He's got the Yeti bomb in there. I think he might have even had sneaky gobs in there. But with the blimp not making it into the compartment, they weren't very effective, but still does get the town hall down. He's going to use the king up here to work on that royal champion and work on that queen, and then he's going to queen walk down here from the bottom side. So really what he's trying to do is to set up a little bit of a funnel, and then he's going to run his hybrid, his hogs, miners, Grand Warden, and royal champion right up through this portion of the base. And this one's really close. It was kind of scary watching this one live, but it was a really nice attack, and Hendo's been doing really well with the hybrid. And I want to try to show as much variety as possible, because we did actually have a good variety of 3-stars. Like the next attack I'm going to show you guys is an insane DragBat by Hockey, so we'll have some variety, not just straight up Yetis. I know you guys are used to seeing Yetis from us guys, but we had some good variety on some of our triples. Now, some were just straight up Yetis, but I wanted to show off the little bit of variety we did have, because, I don't know, I think it's cool to show off, you know, these attacks that are a little bit more skillful and a little bit more, I don't want to say thought out, but a little bit more planning goes into executing. So in come all the miners and hogs through here. I shouldn't say that, because, you know, Yetis can still triple, don't get me wrong. Yetis will still triple, but you know what I'm saying here, guys. Someone's going to get offended in the comments, but it's all right. So he runs his double heal through there, throws that third heal in, just keeping those hogs and miners healed up through all these bombs, all these traps. The miners do pop out a little bit down here towards the bottom of the base, but they get through. The queen's still walking. He still has that royal champion ability. That scatter shot is wearing those hogs out, though. But watch the end of this raid. The end of this raid gets nuts with this Inferno over here. So royal champion has to pop her ability there. Hog's working on that multi-inferno. Queen's got to pop her ability as well. And then those skeletons just hold up the RC there for a moment. Miner's still working through. Plenty of miners. Still has the queen. Still has the warden. And oh my goodness, I cannot believe how close this attack got. So everything was looking, at this point I was like, oh man, this is really close. Is he going to get there? Is he going to get the 3-star? We were watching this on stream, and it was crazy. So royal champion does not quite get to the Inferno. The queen and warden gonna go down to the Inferno. Warden does get a couple shots on the Inferno though, and that is key, because we have, what, 3 miners over there. The 99%. Is it gonna be the 99%? Well, we're showcasing triple, so you guys already know. But look at this, guys. Look at those miners. There's 2 miners in there with like barely any health. Barely getting it. 1 miner left. Gets the town hall down. Look at that face. Oh, what a nice attack by Hendo. So close, but got the triple. All right, next up, I want to show you guys this crazy DragBat from Hockey. This was a really nice attack. I believe this one might have been on stream as well. Yeah, it's the same war. I'm pretty sure this one was on stream as well. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to Yeti bomb out this single and try to get out that air defense as well. Just get as much value from that Yeti bomb and try to get to that queen. But the Yetis get held up on that skeleton, so they don't quite get the queen out, but they do get good value taking out all those defenses in that compartment right there. Then he's just going to set his funnel using the baby dragon, using the king, and he's going to set a nice funnel to run these dragons right through here. He's going to run the queen in here to get this air defense out. That way he doesn't have like an outside air defense shooting down the dragons as they fly in. He's got 11 dragons, 6 balloons, 3 freezes, 6 bat spells, and then only 1 rage. So the rage has to be on point. So Queen's got to pop her ability. It was a little bit scary. I was like, Queen, please get that air defense. Queen does get the air defense. Once that air defense goes down, he knows it's okay to start the dragons. He's going to go ahead and work those outside buildings in, creating that funnel, the path for those dragons to push in. And right through here, it's going to be really nice, guys. Watch this. The dragons are going to get through these storages. They do get caught up on this gold storage a little bit. That was a little bit sketchy. But they are going to eventually get that storage down and then work right into the town hall area. So in's going to come that rage spell. Warden's going to get his ability popped. That way the dragons stay up not only through that eagle shot, but through the town hall, through that scatter shot. huge value on the Warden ability right there. A very nice use to keep that up. And then look at the back end of this base. You see the bat spells all getting placed right here. But before we do that, look, the scatter shot's going to be on the drags right here. These bows are on the drags. But look, he's got one wizard tower there, one wizard tower there, and this back end scatter. He's got 3 freezes. As long as his freezes are good, he's going to be fine. So the bats are going to come in. And mind you, he brings the bats in while the dragons are still working. He doesn't let his full attack get taken out. He brings the bats in while those dragons are still working. That way the bats can take out these defenses, take out these air defenses, and the dragons will have a chance to finish the base off. Oh no! All right, so you see right here, first freeze goes in, and he's actually going to have to double freeze that wizard tower, but does a great job there, double freezing the wizard tower so it doesn't shoot all of his bats, because one shot from the wizard tower, all the bats go down. But right there, gets the wizard tower down. He does lose a few bats, but he has enough dragons up that it's going to be a triple. Like I said, I was really impressed with this one from Hockey. This was a nice attack, a great DragBat, maybe something you guys haven't seen, but this is still viable at Town Hall 13. So DragBat against the right bases, you just got to have the right value, the right setup, and he did a really good job identifying that he could get that good DragBat value and take that base down. So a nice attack from Hockey. Like I said, I think that one might have been on stream as well, though. All right, so next up, I'm going to show you guys this other hybrid attack from Skeens. I will show you guys some Yeti attacks. We have some nice Yeti attacks, but I like focusing on like the kind of off Yeti attacks because I feel like I show Yetis a ton on my channel, and I feel hybrid is a really strong meta attack right now that you guys should take a look at and try to learn. It's something I've been trying to practice and trying to work on. So Skeens goes ahead, starts with a Yeti bomb to take out the Town Hall right there. Yeti's Valk in the Clan Castle, raged up in the blimp, and then he's going to go ahead and start his Queen Walk. Now, one thing he could have possibly did was try to walk out that Town Hall with the Queen, but the problem would have been there's been so much shooting on the Queen. There would have been the Clan Castle, there would have been heroes, so he decided to go ahead and take out that Town Hall with the Yeti bomb. That way he can go ahead and Queen Walk over here. And then what he's going to do is he's going to set his king over here to try to clear out some of this trash, and that's going to set a nice alleyway for the miners and hogs to work through the middle of this base. So you'll see that here come momentarily. Now the king does go the wrong way on this one. You ideally want the king to path downward through all this stuff, which he starts to, but then he gets distracted by that elixir storage. So the queen's just going to do her thing. She's just going to walk down here. He does throw that ice golem out in front just to tank a little bit, but here come all the miners, all the hogs, Grand Warden, Royal Champion, all going to work through here. Mind you, the queen's going to still work down there. King's going to finally pop out. Does hit that early Grand Warden ability. The reason that you see the early Grand Warden, in my opinion, is you'll have a lot of times on these entries, you'll have like scatter shots, and it'll also give you the most value while all those hogs and miners and the Royal Champion are all packed together. It gives you the most value, especially when you have, you know, we got bows, we got scatter shots all firing on the troops. Hitting that Warden ability there helps deal with all that stuff. So Queen gets through, pops her ability to get through that king. We got the hogs and miners working through the center of this base. Uses the freeze right there on the scatter and bow combo. Royal Champion's going to have a nice path through everything. Still does have one more heal, and is just really patient on the heal spells here to keep these hogs and miners working through the back end of this base. So you see that freeze going in right there on that multi. Very nice use of the freeze, and then we're going to have that last heal spell go down so that they can get to these last two multi-infernos. Royal Champion still got our ability. Everything is working really well here for Skeens. Just a really well-executed attack, really good read on the base. A good setup with that Yeti Bomb rather than trying to do too much and Queen Walk out the Town Hall. Just went straight up with the Yeti Bomb, got the Town Hall out, and then started his attack. That way he didn't have to worry about any time issues. So there you go, guys. Hybrid's really strong. A lot of times you're going to Queen Walk one side, you're going to King on the other side, and just send everything else through the middle of there. Like I said, an attack I've been practicing. This is an attack at Town Hall 13 you should be learning if you don't know already. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you guys this Yeti Smash right here. I chose this one specifically because it's against those pesky rings. You see these a lot, not only in Legends League, but you'll see them during CWL week. And Kazzy does a pretty good job dealing with this ring right here. He had a couple triples here this week with Yeti Smash. So like I said, Yeti's still very effective, but, you know, I like I like cute stuff that I'm not great at. Like, I can Yeti Smash pretty decently. So what he's going to do is he's going to Water Walk over there at 3. He's going to use his Yeti Smashes Blimp right up here at 12 to set the funnel, set the edge here. Now, you'll see one issue he does have with the Water Walk here momentarily. But what he's doing here is he's setting out a nice path right through the middle of the base. So that Warden's just going to walk, clear out all this trash over here, set this edge, take out some of these buildings. Then he's going to Quake open the middle of the base, and that's going to give him access to everything. Now, one issue right here, in my opinion, he should have waited for this air defense to go down. The air defense doesn't quite go down, and he starts everything. He pulls the Warden, and it's a little bit early, but it works out fine for him. But if you get that air defense down, your healers are less likely to get taken out. And also, like, he has a small chance of everything walking around with that air defense up. So if you would have waited like 2 more shots from the Grand Warden, it could have taken out that air defense. You do see a couple shots on the healers there, and some of the bowlers walk out because of that. But it's all right. It's not the end of the world. He still does get through here, so we got a lot of action in this core. We got the P.E.K.K.A working down around the bottom side. We bring the World Champion in at the top side to clean up some of that trash, and then everything is just in that core, taking it out. Here come the Clan Castle troops. So much going on here, but Kazi does a good job getting through this base. Oh, man. This one was nuts. But like I said, this is a really popular base you'll see not only in Legends, but you'll see in the Clan War Leagues as well. So that's why I decided to show this attack off. So you see that RC going right there. She's going to get the bow. It almost feels like this is in slow motion. Maybe there's something weird going on with this replay. But it almost feels like it's in slow motion. I don't know. So Queen's going to eventually take out the King here. He does have that P.E.K.K.A being healed up. Still has a little bit of health on the Queen. The healer does get taken out right there from the Seeking Airmine. But just a few defenses left up for that P.E.K.K.A, for the Queen, for the Warden. And it's going to be a 3-star there from Kazi with the Yetis. A very nice attack, taking out that ring base that a lot of people don't like hitting those, but Kazi stepped right up and tripled it right away. Alrighty, guys, we're going to finish up with this one. Speaking of off-meta, one of my favorite attacks ever, 5 Ice Golem Bow Witch with bats, and Hendo's running it at Town Hall 13. Now, mind you, it's not like a fully max base or anything, but I had to show this one off because this might be my favorite attack in Classic Clans histories. 5 Ice Golems, like 8 Witches, Bowlers. You basically just funnel out the edges with the Witches and Bowlers, send everything up the middle, and you just wreck the base. Now, traditionally, you run this with a Wall Wrecker, but Hendo decides not to go with the Wall Wrecker. Instead, he's going to run the Blimp to help take care of some of the splash here. So you see, he's going to work everything right up the middle. He's going to get those scatters out. He's going to get those multi-infernos out. And that's going to be huge, insane value from this kill squad right up the middle. And then you'll see that Blimp come in here momentarily. But look at that. That base got gutted right there from the 5 Ice Golems. And the Witches and the Bowlers and the Heroes all diving right up the middle. And a lot of times what you want to do is be really patient with this attack, and that's what Hendo does right here. So here comes that Blimp to take out the scatter shot and try to deal with some of that splash right here in this compartment, and then you'll have the bats coming in here momentarily as well. So this one, when he told me he ran this, I was like, oh my goodness, let's go, Hendo. So waiting on that Yeti to try to get the scatter down. Scatter shot goes down, and you see the only splash he has left is he has that Wizard Tower, and he has that multi-inferno. Real Champion's going to come in and help deal with those. So the bats are going to have crazy value through the back end of the base. Just a really nice read on this base from Hendo. Again, not like a fully maxed out or anything like that, but I had to show it. This, like I said, probably my favorite attack of all time. He's even got the Hendo Poison in there. If you don't know what a Hendo Poison is, that's where you bring a poison spell and you just don't use it because you probably forgot about it. I got to give him a hard time in some ways, but really well read on this base and just guts it out. Hendo, he had himself a week. I think he had 2 or 3 hybrid triples over in Mad Ram. And then he's been tearing it over here in iHawks. This is our one of our sister clans where we send all, some of our extra 13s, and they go and war and have a little bit of fun. So that's how things have went for us this week. It's been an interesting week, I'll say. We got sloppy in Mad Ram. We had some 1-stars and some really bad mistakes. We had a 0-star. I didn't even want to say it. We had a 0-star because the attack just went completely sideways and wasn't our week. But like I said, we're looking to grow and get better. and hopefully we can take that step next month. And then in closing, here is our leaderboard, just in case you guys want to see, and here's our rounds in case you guys want to see that, just to see how we did. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Hopefully this will give you guys some ideas for some attacks, and hopefully my commentary helped explain things a little bit. That's always my goal with a video like this, is try to help you guys out. I know our CWL isn't over, but, you know, with us not being able to get promoted, I wanted to go ahead and get it out there, give you guys the idea. We're going to finish probably second to fourth if I had to guess. But hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any future uploads of mine. And if you did happen to miss yesterday's video, you can check it out right over there.